Alright guys, welcome back to Satisfactory. My name is James, as always, and today, there are a couple of things I'd like to accomplish in Satisfactory. So, in between recordings, I did some work. Not too much work, of course. It's only been like 25 minutes of playthrough since I last did a video on Satisfactory. So, I love that it's there, just so know I'm not like one of those suspicious Minecraft YouTubers, but also so you know how long you've been in the game. It's really cool. So right here, no, wait, not here. Do I still have my inventory? Oh, somewhere. Oh yeah, over here. I got lots and lots of biomass. We're gonna have it for a long time. So that's not going to be a problem anytime soon. So I get to spend less time collecting leaves and wood and more time playing with machines. But it was not easy collecting all that wood and sticks. I went over here because there's a big patch of sticks I remember from one of my previous worlds somewhere over here in the outskirts of Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. But there are lots of bulls along the way. Many bulls. It's not very fun. But when I got to the sticks, there were some spiders, and I almost died. So, let me warn you guys, there aren't going to be many baddies you're going to encounter down in Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. Not yet, but soon. So what are we going to do first? Well, base building current milestone, of course. There are a couple of things we need. And we get lookout tower and foundations and walls. And so I recommend we get the resources for that. Well, if only we can make them automatically produced. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? So you wouldn't have to do everything ourselves. Wait a minute! Oh, and I like to add conveyor belts in the output of every storage box so you get to see what's inside. Alright. There we go. And I keep falling off this. Don't worry, once we get foundations, it'll be even better. Then we'll get some concrete. Awesome. And also, you know what this bin is dedicated for, even if there's none in, because when you collect this, these are still on a conveyor belt. We'll dump the resources in here. They're all for you. Launch the pod.
Milestone reached.
And
you
there
have
it goes
unlocked
up.
several structures aimed to provide the
We'll come
first
back
needed
in
just 2 minutes.
advanced organizing and sectioning of your
That's
factory.
right. I'll show you. Here are the foundations. Let's see if I have enough room for all this stuff. I do, actually. We might lose power for a bit, but that's okay. Oh, it's a biomass from that. But don't worry, at least for now, just to get that out of the way, I'll just temporarily litter the ground here. How tall can I make this deck of portable miners? And when you kill spiders, you get stinger remains. I don't care what the game calls them. You're going to call them what I call them, alright? They're called spiders. And so, instead of having the hub on grass, we're going to use a nice concrete floor, or metal floor, whatever kind of floor it is. And you know what? There's something called the world grid. Hold on, I'm googling how to use that. You press Control, and that will align this to the world grid. No matter where you are in the world, you can always know that
Milestone
your
exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Are you sure about that? So no matter where you are in the world, you know that all your creations will perfectly line up. They will, actually. Maybe it gives me that message because I don't have the hub right now. But not for long, of course. And as you can see, when you have it on a foundation, it makes perfect 45-degree angles. It's much easier to snap into the position you like. And the space elevator will make at least by episode 3, I promise. Put this in. Put this in too. Plug it in. What? You're kidding! Oh. It's because I demolished this pole. That's okay. There you go. And why is this showing me the exclamation marks when I already know what these things are? I'll put some unneeded things in here, like the bull remains, iron ingots, and iron and poop ore, leftover wood, and building materials I'll keep with me. So great, we now have a foundation for our hub. But we could also put foundations with the miner mics. This one right here, it's producing more than this could. Well, actually, this is producing 30 per minute. This consumes 30 per minute, but this consumes 15 per minute. That's a problem we will solve in the next milestone, actually. But for now that it has more material than it needs, we are going to rebuild a floor for it. I'll show you. And I have room for all things, that's good. Now this foundation, over the ore node, you don't want to make it too tall. But if it's like this, let's see. Wait. Production. And there we go, it fits perfectly on. Just like that. It looks very professional. Now up here, it's going to be a bit more tricky. We'll use the ramp. And will that get to the top of the grass? Oh, by the way, game logic vote. This foundation, this one, and this one cost the same amount, even though this one physically takes up more space. Try and logic your way through that one. Or not. Okay, so there is no way to terraform this game, unfortunately. And so if there's grass sticking out, I want to make this taller. And probably instead of 1-4, I'll make 3 2s. Will this work? Yes! And there we go. Now the big drill with spikes will go down into the ground. Oh, but will the foundation stop it? I don't see any ore down here. Well, apparently not. Apparently it makes a hole through the foundation, which then disappears when you delete the thing. And look, iron ore's going up here as usual, but the foundation makes it easier to snap into position. Oh, and I haven't connected this yet. Now I have. Switch to iron. Uh-oh! I forgot to do this. This is a disaster. We have to do it before the ore comes, or we're gonna die! Okay. That works. And if it's yellow, that means you could put it there, but something's kind of in the way. But sometimes, like over here, it doesn't make that much of a difference. And the line shows you where you go straight for the machine. What on earth happened here? Hold on, let me fix this problem I have been. Alright, just had some technical difficulties, but it's done now. And, what is going on here with this constructor? There's no power. I thought I was connected. No, apparently not. Apparently, the answer is I am stupid idiot. But there we go. Now it's fixed. I'm making things again, and, off camera, I think I will do the rest of the sheets. I just wanted to do this so you guys know how it's done. And, oh, I haven't set this to rods yet. There we go. And to save on storage files, I won't do all these on camera, so I'll be right back. Alright, I've put foundations mostly everywhere, except here, because there's a berry plant here. And if I were to solve this out, then it would disappear forever. It wouldn't give you any resources unless there are any berries there. And just because there are only so many of these in the world, I'll leave it here. And also I didn't make them all the way to the poop mine, just because I can't afford it. I don't have enough concrete yet, I'm poor. And I guess it's just backing up because there's just a lot here. Let me take that out to take some pressure off of it. And if there are any excess resources, there's a way to get rid of them eventually. Eventually. Soon-ish. So from now on, basically all of our creations will be on these very nice, neat foundations. And this build right here is kind of interesting. Eventually we'll get lifts though, so it can go up vertically rather than like it's a chain lift launch system or a roller coaster. And look how much better the storage area looks. Wow. I still have to put up one bin for biomass. And there we go. Fortunately, this milestone doesn't require any concrete. That's a relief. Maybe I already collected everything that was here. I do seem to have a lot of these resources in my inventory. Not yet. There we go. And that
Milestone
gave us
reached. Conveyor belts
splitters,
can now
lift,
merge, split, and lift
productivity
to increase the
display,
complexity and efficiency of your factory.
Oh yeah.
We encourage you to consider more
Great.
verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual
Works like
buildings
this.
to aid
You
with
can press R to
optimization.
reverse the direction of it. But this works for now. There you go. It works at the same speed as the conveyor belt, of course. Okay to go. But the most important thing about this upgrade are splitters. You might see this and wonder, why is everything getting backed up? Well, now you can also see the efficiency of each building. This takes 30 iron ore per minute and turns it into 30 iron ingots per minute. Per minute is going to be the most important thing. But this only accepts 15. So this is producing twice as much as this makes. So this right here is the limiting factor. That's working 100% efficiently. But this is only working at, well, eventually it will go down to half efficiency. That's not very good. So what we need to do is make a second constructor. For that, we need to make some more reinforced iron plates. I'm sure I can do that. Alright. I'm going to delete this, at least for now. Or as I like to call it, temporarily say fuck you to the belt. I'm gonna put a splitter. Take a look at the arrows, they'll tell you what direction it'll go. And then, we're going to have not one, but two constructors in this area. Making rods. That works. Here. And so, it says more, I think it's it usually produces, so it'll usually look like this. This one will go to the center one, the next one will go right, and so on and so forth until the end of time. I'm rod, and then we need a merger. Oh, but this plant is in the way. Whose idea was that anyway? Oh, wait a minute. Like that should do. Are these both set rods? No power. And that one's full. Eventually we'll get better power poles, which can have 7. Or outlets where if you make a building, you can plug them into the wall. I'll show you how to do that when the time comes. And then all we have to do is readjust this. Bring the path belt all the way over here. And there we go. Now we're producing rods at 100% efficiency. There will be no iron ores left behind. Now we're producing them at 100% efficiency. Are there any chests now? No, but there aren't. I'll make this storage container. Believe it or not, this storage container stores less than a tiny chest. I don't know who decided to do that, but alright. There we go. We never need iron ingots unless it's for another recipe. In my first world, I just made a whole bunch of copper ingots. Although it did come in handy with the Fixmas event. That's true. So, we're also, getting more copper ore than we can make things out of. So, hopefully by now there's some more concrete made, so I can expand this a little bit more, and then half of it will go to making copper wire. Well, technically all of it will be made for copper wire, but it's just that half the wire will turn into cable. Let me show you how to do it. We're going to say fuck you to this belt temporarily. And I know what the amount of poop ore this makes, but just to give you the full experience, we'll go up to it. It makes 60 per minute. That's 1 per second exactly. And the smelters they take 30 of them and make 30 per minute. So we need 2 smelters. And by pressing on the number keys here, you can put these into your hotbar. Very useful. Wait, that's merger. And go. Oh my god, I will never trust Bandicam again. I was doing shit for like 20, not 20 minutes, but, god damn it. And it wasn't recording. Like, I pressed the record button, but it wasn't recording. I got so much done. Oh my god, Bandicam. I like your service, but fuck you in particular. God damn it. When I press the record button, I press The record button. I did it. I swear I did. But decided not to do it. God damn it. Might as well refill these while I'm here. Let me explain while I was gone. I am a stupid idiot. Let me explain what happened while Bandicam decided not to record and take a holiday. So that produces 60 copper, or 60 poop per minute, because these are impure nodes, whereas this one is a normal node. So it makes 60, right? Each one of these takes 30 poop ore per minute. So that's perfect. Each of these takes 15 poop ingots per minute. So that's why there's 2. So it gets 30, which makes 30 wire per minute each. And that was too much power for the grid to handle, but that's okay. Let me just show you how it goes. Okay, so these make 60 wire per minute for 2, which comes from 30 poop ingots. And then half of the wire will go to storage, and the other half will turn to cables. 60, 30. The math is made very simple at the beginning, so you know the basics of automating things. So not too complicated yet. Not yet. It will be later, but for now, yeah, it's just to show you the basics of Satisfactory. Hold on. Let me see if Bandicam's recording. It is. That's good. Ugh. Is done bad things to me in the past. There we go. Wire is one of my favorite things to look at when it's on the belt. And best of all, eventually, it'll come at 60 per minute, which is the maximum capacity of this belt. Which means it'll come down the belt with 100% efficiency. Look at that, there's so much poop wire. And a lot of cable too, which comes from poop cable. And yeah, there we go. Now we're finally automating cable. It's only at 60 per minute here because a lot of them stack up here, but eventually, there we go, it'll come at 30 per minute. You can kind of tell by looking. Whoa, I love all the wire coming in. Great, and this is all possible thanks to splitters. And see, this, eventually, it will get to 100%. Why is it at 68%? I guess I'll be fixed in the future. Once it starts operating more, it'll get a better grade, but this is at 75%. Well, this should be at... Oh, what? Why are these at 75%? Well, theoretically, these should be at 100% because the amount of resources going in is exactly the same as resources going out. And so, yeah, everything goes swimmingly. But in the early game, the hardest machine to make 100% efficient is concrete, because we're making 30 limestone per minute, but this takes 45 per minute. So that's why it has a very bad efficiency rating. So in order to do that, eventually we can do something called underclocking. So it purposely makes less, but it'll also save megawatts, or we have to make more limestone. And right in this valley over here, this is where I'm settled in my main world. There's one limestone over here as well as one over there. So So there are a couple of options. You can always use more concrete. Or, concrete! Concrete! And there we go. And it's all on a nice clean foundation, too. We might as well, actually, I was thinking we might as well do the field research, but that reminded me, we can also automate screws. Now, space is getting kind of tight here. Wait a minute. This is supposed to be making iron plates, not iron rods. I am a stupid idiot. So where do you place the screws, constructor? Very carefully, of course. How do we do anything? Very carefully. We are going to say hook you to these conveyor belts, even though I just made them. Make screws. Eventually, though, we won't need to automate screws because we could automate the production of reinforced iron plates. That's going to take a little while, let me warn you. But we never lose our determination here in Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. There we go. Maybe this where rods will go. And we do need some rods, so here's what we're going to do. 30 per minute is coming this way. And so wow, how did I get that many rods already? Maybe I accidentally plugged them in. That's strange. So 15 a minute go here, 15 minutes go here. But this only accepts 10 iron rods per minute. Well, consumes 10 iron rods per minute. So we might be wanting, but James, you just told us to make things 100% efficient. So why are you feeding that machine more than it could produce when you already told us not to do that? You are a stupid idiot. Well, first of all, that's not very nice, viewer. Only I'm allowed to call myself stupid idiot. But second of all, here's what happens. When no more can come in here, they will queue up here, and that means the only possible path is this way. So that means this will, at the end of the day, take 10 per minute, and 20 per minute will go this way. Isn't that great? Alright. Fortunately, I might have to move these, things. Well, not might. The answer is I have to. And let's think about how we're going to do this. Oh, this is just like a pixel off from a straight line. Or is it? Okay. Please let this fit. I see it, clipping with them, but maybe the belt won't. And then in real life, it might interfere with that manufacturing arm, but, let me see if the items actually get in the way of that. I mean, it won't matter, because they'll just pass right on through, but, Actually, I don't think that I'm stopped with it, but the conveyor belt gets in the way, but nothing we can do about it besides not look. Alright. I'll connect these, and then I think we'll call it a day there. And, yeah, I guess I can live with that for today. And finally, the screws are coming, and the rods are coming back. Just doing rods, though. Wait, that's rods. In here was, screws, but coming in is so much going on here. Okay, these belong here. The rods go in here instead. Wire goes here. Check this out, and plates go here. And since the displays are now wrong, we'll take the first two out. And, right, that was correct to begin with. Okay, there we go. We took what we did in the previous part, automating a couple of things, and we made it even better. And best of all, we are now automating screws and cable. And the next episode, oh, still have a milestone to do. Well, now that we're automating screws now, that's perfect. Maybe there's a couple in here. Oh, there we go. We still need a couple hundred more, though. Okay, I'll get the remaining 100-ish screws off camera. Okay, earlier, these were not at the efficiency I was looking for, but now it seems like they're at 99, 98% respectively, and eventually they'll increase to 100. And yes, hopefully now we have enough screws. Oh yeah, that's more than we need to complete the objective. And whenever you complete a milestone here, it always gives you so many cool things to play with.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field.
Oh, we unlocked
to
the
ensure
map
a greater
now.
chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons.
Where you've been
Note,
so far
the
and where
object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific
right here
objects.
shows the player, which is me, and the hub.
The map has been unlocked.
Elevator. That'll be shown too, and you can put stamps on it. And I walked over here to get some sticks, so this is most of Mammoth's Cave right here. And eventually, the map will be like this big. What else have we unlocked? You've unlocked object scanner, and that could be useful for finding power slugs. Virtual storage box, which actually stores more than the storage containers, but you can't build them into it. We got extra inventory slots, a hand slot, which means now we can carry berries and the Xeno Zapper at the same time. And if you have a break in combat, just use a mouse wheel, you can get your berries, and then get right back to combat. What else have we unlocked? The MAM, which will give you things when you research. We'll take a brief look at it now, if we can. Oh, 5 reinforced iron plates. Yeah, not today. And next tier, eventually, I'm not going to do one tier per video because when you get up here, there's just so much shit you have to do. But yeah, with this tier, we can finally make reinforced iron plates automatically. That would be very exciting when that happens. And then we get a better fuel source. We get jump pads. We can get rid of shit that we don't need and get points for it here. We also paint shit. And then the faster tier of conveyor belts. So great. This will probably take the next 2 videos to do. And we also have to build the space elevator to unlock more tiers. So thank you guys for watching, and come back in 2 weeks for another Satisfactory video. Here comes spaceship again, ready to load some more things. And remember, please try again, fuck the environment, and fuck you.